It's Brownload time. Welcome, boys. How are you?
Hello. I'm
Hello.
good. How is everyone?
We're okay. Kedge is good. Sachin, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, just
Well, I know you're good, Sach, because I saw you. We had an amazing night out on Saturday, Kedge. Oh my God, me and Sach, we were in a club together. We were partying. Sachin was DJing for a Holly party.
All right.
So you
Lovely.
know, Kedge, you know how Sach is like quite pissed off most of the time.
More than me.
Well, you're not pissed. You're not annoyed. You're just annoying. So
Right.
he's mainly so that's different.
Mm.
So you're the creator of the annoyance.
Yes.
Sach is the receiver of the annoyance. So he takes your annoyance in places that hurt him. And he was getting quite annoyed on Saturday night. Sach, tell him how gusto you were on Saturday night when I saw you in the club.
Yeah, I mean, it was like let's just say I've never done an event like that before, and it was actually quite nice that you were there to see how it was in a way.
The annoyance.
Because if I was to just come on here and say how it was, you'd both be like, well, we don't believe you because that's probably ain't like that ain't the case. But Tommy could see that I was annoyed on Saturday.
Was this a daytimer or was this an evening?
No, an evening thing.
Okay.
So
an evening thing.
Saturday night, just gone central London. I had some of my wife's family over. I thought, let's take them out for a club night. They love their Punjabi music because they're from Canada, and that is Canada. Toronto is the second Punjab, basically. So they were.
Is that who annoyed you? His family?
No, it wasn't his family. It wasn't. It was the fact that it was a bit of a late Holly party. So
right.
I was DJing at a club in London, Leek Street, 26 Leek Street. If you know where that is, it's underneath the graffiti tunnel arches in Waterloo.
Yeah, Waterloo.
It doesn't feel like a club. It feels like you're outdoors. It feels like a warehouse kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Me and Kedge had our Christmas party there, so he knows it.
You know it.
And you could throw powder around inside.
Oh.
Because you weren't really inside. It's like an inside-outside. It's concrete floor.
No, it's inside.
It was inside.
It's inside. It's still inside.
It's inside.
Bruv, there's no lining on the walls. There's no insulation. There's no radiator. It was like there was nothing really inside about this inside. It was.
What do you mean? It was inside.
It's got walls, Tommy, and a roof.
No, but there was nothing inside about this. It felt like an outdoor place, is what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. It's got that vibe, isn't it? You're like just in underground tunnels type of thing. Right.
Yeah.
So people were throwing colour. Let me guess, all over you.
No. So it wasn't actually all over me, but like Holly parties, I understand, usually outdoors, and it's fine because you throw it outdoors and it just blows off into the air wherever.
And it's gurmy as well, so it's okay. Do you mean
it's never going to be here, mate. It's
not here, but in India.
I know, but I mean, I've never been to a Holly party in India, have I? I'm just talking about the ones that I would have seen here. Okay. And so people were throwing colour, but it just hangs around, didn't it? If you're inside, like in the air and stuff, it's like it doesn't really disappear.
It's like a Holly war
mist.
Yeah. Where, like the debris of thrown holly is just all floating around. And because you're in these arches, this room, it's just floating around. And so within a few seconds of me getting there, I got covered. Trainers ruined, shirt ruined, hat ruined, jacket ruined. There was nowhere. I saw the cameraman who was taking pictures of the club night. He had like a big carrier bag over his camera and literally just had his little lens poking out.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, mate, put it away. And so he had his camera, but it's like he was experienced. Whereas Sach was like a Holly virgin, right?
I was. I've never done it before. And to be fair, no, I was quite sensible because obviously, I wore some old trainers. I put on some old pair of jeans. And my take was, I'm going to wear a waterproof jacket. So if anything goes onto the jacket, I can just
wipe it off.
Dust it off.
Color it, water it off.
So I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I just didn't anticipate that there'd just be like debris falling off everything and everywhere and just landing. Like obviously, you've got DJ, so my laptop's out, my headphones are out, and everything just went brown or like multicolored.
Yeah.
So it was in all your cracks.
And of my honestly, it was in every crack that I had in my laptop.
Oh my God,
myself.
that would annoy me.
Nostrils. Ear hole.
But honestly, when I came home, blew my nose, I thought I was a unicorn because it was just all sorts of colours coming out, mate.
Wow!
Bruh, I did a bud. It came out blue. Honestly,
wow, that's
like
a proper My Little
like,
Pony bud. That is.
wow. I was like, how did that get up there? Honestly, I was blowing smoke rings. Honestly, I was clever. I was doing tricks with it.
It was everywhere. Like it took me a good hour and a half to clean my laptop when I got in.
Is this what annoyed you?
Of course, because I'm bruv, look, I wasn't ready for it.
Right. Kid, well, I needed you there. I tell you why I needed you there. Because you know when one person's annoyed, you can't react to it because I'm the only one there. Whereas if there's two of you, you can sort of, you can potentially see the funny side.
Yes.
Because I went up to Satch, he didn't say anything. He went, okay, I can't repeat the word. My laptop's chucked.
Yes.
Completely chucked up. And just looking at me like, look at this situation. Look at this.
Such a caca attitude. Satch, you're getting old, bruv.
And you look around at the room and there's 5,000 brown people just throwing this around.
Don't get me wrong, everyone was having a good time, but was their laptop out?
Well, I think once again, business idea from the Brown Load. Can we make something that is holly protection for your laptop and decks and everything like that?
Good.
You know,
and it wasn't even like my laptop. So obviously I had my rucksack put that like sort of backstage sort of away from everything, and even that still got covered because it was just in the air, isn't it? I think you know, when I'm in a club, I never really ever go outside because I hate the faff of going in and out. I think I was outside more in the club than I was inside. I literally went in, did my set, and then left because it was quite hard to breathe in there as well.
This all gets in your throat. This is why I don't DJ at Holly parties. I was going to say that.
I think surely Holly, the actual colour, shouldn't make it harder to breathe. I'm like,
but if it's
regulation stuff here.
If it's indoors, I mean, this is the problem. You've got those toxic powders. I mean, let's be honest. We don't even know where those powders are coming from. What the toxic materials are in there. You guys have all been breathing them in to your lungs.
Yeah, it's not
a good look. It's fully in there, imported from random places around the world.
We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I got to the club at 11:30. They said, Punjabi MC's on at 1:30. Sachin was DJing from about 10:30 to 12:30. I thought, it's cool. I'll see Sachin's DJ set, which is always immaculate and flawless. Brilliant. And then when Sach came off, I went home. Oh, I'm done.
That's it. Yeah.
I was home by just after 1. It wasn't a late one at all. So Sach, and by the way, Sach, it was interesting because you were like, cool, I'm done. I'm going home. I went, what? Are you not staying? He goes, nah, see you later.
Why would Sach don't stay. And also then he had to sort of get ready for the big day the day after, which was Mother's Day. And all I've been hearing is annoyance from Mother's Day as well, Sach.
What's the matter, Sach? What's the matter? Why are you getting annoyed at your mum?
Well, no, I wasn't annoyed at my mum. I think maybe, to be fair, it might have been the dust from the day before causing havoc because I woke up on Sunday. I wasn't in a good mood. Obviously, It was Mother's Day. Mother's Day was cancelled because I was cleaning all my cracks with dust that coming out of it.
You cancelled it. I love how you cancelled it.
I woke up in the morning. I was like, the first thing I have to do is clean all of my stuff because it's just everything's dusty.
Oh no!
So like Mother's Day, was like a bit of an afterthought in a weird sort of way. And then I sat down and as you do, open up Instagram. I saw everyone else's mothers all over the internet.
Okay, hold a minute. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it's Mother's Day? People are going to post pictures of their mums. Why do you have a minute?
But is their mum on Instagram to receive the message?
So what? Why can't they share the love they've got for their mum with the rest of the world?
They want to tell the world.
No, but I think it's better if you tell the person.
Yeah. They might have done that as well.
But if you don't put it on the gram, then it's not real.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a bit Mother's Day overload for me.
And my God, really? Like, so then Instagram annoyed you?
Yeah, it was just a bit annoying. I was like, don't get like it's. There's certain days in the year where people just post up loads of stuff, and I think it's just one of those days where I'm just like, oh, okay.
It's like how you felt about World Book Day as well, when everyone has Oliver Twist outfits
and like when all the kids go back to school on the first day of term, you see kids' pictures for a week.
Right. Yeah. Can you imagine if Satch was in charge of Meta? There would be guidelines of what photos you could post. You literally would not be allowed to post.
Look, I think you can post whatever you want. It's just not. I'm not a fan of it. That's all.
You're not a fan, and you weren't a fan of scrolling. Yeah. Loads of mums.
Well, you make it sound dodge, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
No. What kind of apps do you go on?
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because apparently the French have passed a law now where apparently they're banning parents from sharing photos of their kids. So this is mad, isn't it? But I think there is quite a bit of sense behind this. But basically, the French president, Macron, he's put forward this legislation to say that, you know what, they want to ban and actually stop parents posting pictures of the young kids, because they actually want to show young people that they have a right over their own image. And so what they were saying is that apparently a 13-year-old child would have on average about 1,300 images of themselves circulating on the internet. And then all of these photos can be misused, for child pornography, for bullying and all of that kind of stuff in the school environment. And so what they're saying is that these parents who get overexcited about, posting pictures of their kids and everything, once you post it, that's it. You lose control for anybody to distribute these images. True. And so it's like, it's a little bit, it's something to think about. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but the French have taken, because you got to remember, in the world we're living in at the moment, do you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fake stuff that's going around and blah 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 blah, and a lot of weirdos on the internet as well. Yeah. And I think you've got to just be a little bit careful as what kind of photos you're putting in.
But then actually, I would say that probably applies broader then, because of the way that you're right, because of the particular way deep fakes are going and all that. Yeah. And it's not just kids. You got to be careful with any picture you put up of yourself. You don't know how things are going to be used in the future, and they were saying, I was listening to something this week, how the lines between what's real and not real are just going to get more and more blurred. AI is doing that. Deep fakes are doing that. Technology is doing that. The way they can use your image, use your voice, recreate things. So it's just going to be like, I think we're just going to live in a world where like, oh yeah, deep fakes exist. So we won't actually believe anything. That's where it's going to end up there though, is it? It's going to end up like, well, we don't know if it's a fake or not. That's what everyone's going to say. We don't know if it's fake.
Yeah, and also I do agree that children should have the right to, like obviously we came through an era where none of our childhood photos are on the internet anyway. Do you see what I mean? So whereas nowadays kids who are growing up in this are literally their kids have been, some parents put like Instagram accounts of their own children, and they feed that from the beginning and all of this kind of stuff. And it's just like, why are you doing this for your child? Because actually they haven't really given you the authority to do this.
But then on the flip side, if you look at it, looking back at Mother's Day, it's the opposite. The kids are whacking photos of the parents.
Well, there we go. And that's what I was going to say.
And they ain't even don't even know how to use a phone.
Exactly, and then it's horrible to have your parents' photos everywhere, plastered all across the internet as well. Maybe, do you know what I mean? So maybe we've got to look at this. Do you know what I mean? Go, actually, do you have permission to share this, Mummy, Daddy? Can I post this photo of you in a banana and a lungi, wishing you happy Father's Day?
Or Mother's Day, or whatever.
Or Mother's Day, or whatever it is. But the pictures that we do like, I've got to say, is the pictures that we have been receiving.
No. Very quickly, seeing as I was annoyed on a Saturday and a Sunday, I might as well just finish off the weekend, because there was something on a Friday that was a bit.
Oh my God, you're still annoyed, Saj. I can't handle this.
This was a bit weird, because I was DJing somewhere on Friday and someone came up to me, Tommy, and said, I went to school with Tommy Sandu. And I was like, oh, okay, nice. That's nice. Like, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And then because they kind of thought they knew.
Were they Punjabi and were they a bloke?
Wasn't a bloke. I'm not sure what they were. They were brown.
Okay.
And really? They came up to me and they go, because they knew you, they thought they knew me, and then just kept coming over asking for songs. Like,
so this is probably a Brownload connection.
It wasn't a Brownload connection. She was just like,
But then how did she know that you were connected to Tommy?
Not a clue.
Oh,
Brownlow could be from the radio days as well. Could be
maybe.
She was just. Who was it, Tommy?
Who? I don't know. Who was it?
I don't know. Someone who went to school with you.
You didn't get any names or anything.
You can't understand when I'm DJing. I can't hear anything.
Hold on. Have you not got the time to have a full blown conversation with somebody while you're trying to mix tunes? Why not?
Kids, don't annoy me, please. I'm gonna get annoyed. I'm gonna get annoyed on a Monday as well.
Yeah, no, don't be annoyed. Actually, if I can just chip in my little tune adage to it, talking about music, so actually, your music. For me, Mother's Day, what I realized, so I saw my mum for about 10 minutes, by the way. I didn't do a very good job of being a son on Mother's Day. So I just popped around in the evening, saw her for a bit, and then was back. But I was tired.
Did you do it for the gram? Did you do it for the gram?
No, I didn't do it for the gram. Actually, I kind of did I did it for the grandmother, because I let the boys see her as well, my boys.
Nice.
So a bit of that, but not for the Instagrammer. But what was quite interesting was I was lying on the sofa. Obviously, I knew it was Mother's Day. I was a bit tired from the night before.
It's Mother's Day and he's lying on the sofa.
Oh, no, hello. I made breakfast for my missus, and then made lunch as well for later on. I thought that's my bit done. But everyone was just having a bit of a Sunday kind of house day. But it started off, I put on I was going to tell you what track. Okay, I put on a hip hop song, a Bollywood song, and a Punjabi song that are all to do with mothers.
Oh, right. Can we guess?
Yeah, go on, Satch.
I think we can guess.
Okay, hip hop. I know what he's gonna have.
Go on.
I think I nearly gave it away though when I said it.
Dear Mama
by Tupac.
Yeah.
Yes. That is such a good song. Honestly, when you're a bit tired on a Sunday morning and you're having a bit of a Mother's Day reflection, you get a little bit of a lump in your throat when you think about, like, your mama,
No, mate, that was the powder from the night before.
No,
the holy stuff.
You're making my eyes water red tears. He goes, I thank the Lord that you made me. All that, I think, all that. It's a great song. Okay, so that was the hip hop one. I think it's a beautiful song.
Right.
Then you got Malki Singh and Ma.
No.
Oh. Good. No, it's a Gurdas Maan track.
Oh, the Gurdas Maan one.
Oh.
No.
A Punjabi one about the mother.
Yeah.
And it's not the Malki Singh one, Ma.
A modern day legend now, no longer with us, sadly, because his life was taken.
Oh.
Sidhu.
Yeah.
Sidhu's
track Ma, which I only really came onto about a year ago. So it's still a bit new for me.
Right.
And so it's still got a bit of a novelty factor. Like, I haven't rinsed it like 1,000 times over. Right. So, and then the more you listen to it, because he's going, Mum, I'm a bit like you, is what he's saying in the song. The message is like, I'm like you. I can be hot 1 minute. I can be cool 1 minute. It's a bit like you. So he's similarities. I also then found the song Bappu by him as well. But anyway, so that's
for Father's Day.
But Ma, he did Ma as a bit of a tribute to the Tupac version, apparently, is what I heard.
Okay.
So because he loved Tupac, he was like, actually, I'm going to do a mum song as well. So he did that. Anyway, so that's my hip hop, that's my Punjabi. What was the Bollywood?
Bollywood one was Tare Zameen Par.
All day long, bruv. That's one of the best songs in the world.
Are you sure about
them? I love you, man.
Madaladla from Dostana.
Can I be honest? I hate that song with that passion.
I think everyone does. I don't think anyone
who likes it.
I don't think anyone would say, I love that.
No, but they think it's fun. They think it's fun. Munda sadda digga Madaladla.
I could just imagine you dancing to it, Tommy. That's yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so those 3 songs were on repeat, and I think Tupac I did 2 or 3 times. Sidhu I did 2 or 3 times.
I would add one more to that, which I don't think is on your radar.
Oh, here we go.
And we did play it once on the radio, and we absolutely destroyed everyone who was listening.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And it was Neha Kakkar's version of Meri Ma. Oh, Ma. That one.
Yes, I remember that.
And everyone was in tears.
Yeah, and they said, Tommy, don't play that again, please, because that absolutely ruined everybody. And I think when Neha Kakkar sings it,
yeah, it's good.
Kedge made everyone cry again on the radio. There you go. There you go. And not with laughter.
Not only was it colleagues and management, but
it was listeners too. Brilliant. Well done.
Oh, mate. But as I was saying,
actually on that note, talk about making people cry, Kedge. Yeah. What's going on with the dividers? Because that's the dividers from Disco are dividing our listeners.
Well, it's not. I don't think it is, because basically, I was going to say the pictures that we are allowed, and you might not want to be posting your children's pictures or your mother's pictures, but we do love dividers and pictures of dividers in all the different supermarkets up and down the country.
Yeah, can I just tell you? That's more interesting than your mum.
Well, exactly, because it is. And we love it. What we have discovered is the Brownlow family loves a divider. And we have been sent so many pictures this week and comments about, obviously, now what we're probably now talking about the 3rd episode in a row after I discovered that the way to put the divider on the conveyor belt when you're shopping is long ways and not sideways, to give you a bit of space between you and the person after you.
I'm going to stop you there.
Why?
Because I know we've had a load of photos, and then to be fair, there was one person that actually kind of got the ball rolling, is my mate Amit, DJ Spirit, who sent me a photo on WhatsApp, and he was just like, so I'm in Tesco's. Yeah, and I thought I'd give the Kedge theory a go. So he sent me a photo.
Firstly, can we just congratulate him on that? Because do you know what I mean?
He put it down long ways, and then he was standing there, and he goes, within about 3 seconds, the person behind came up to him, looked at him like he was an idiot, and then moved it. And he goes, I've never felt more stupid in my life. Thanks, Kedge.
No, but why? What your mate should have done is don't look at them.
It's not. They're not looking. You're looking forward, but they've just looked at him and thought, this guy's a wally. He doesn't know what to do with this. Let me help him out.
So I've got lots to share about this because, Kedge, I actually tried to give it a go.
Right.
Tried to give it a go and tried to take a picture and failed on both because of situation. So hold a minute. Can I share my little experience of it then? Cool. Right. So I was at the till at the conveyor belt, and you think, okay, you know what? Kedge will enjoy this. I'll take a little selfie with my divider long ways going along the conveyor belt, not sideways, right?
Yep.
And obviously I'm loading up the shopping and I've loaded it right up to the back of the conveyor belt. Now someone's there behind me, but I've put 2 or 3 things, like, the soft things that you put at the very top of your shopping bag at the very end, like, your crisps, your bread, you don't put them at the bottom of the bag. So I leave all crisps, bread, eggs to the very end. I can just rest them on the top of the bag and they won't get crushed. So that stuff is on that little bit of metal bit that you've got at the very end. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about the kind of the overdraft of the conveyor belt, I'll call it, right?
It's not in the belt. It's not in the belt.
Not the belt, the metal bit.
Yeah.
Someone's behind me now. I'm waiting for the belt for her to move up. Now, my stuff at the front of the belt has got to the till woman. So she started swiping it through. Right. Yeah. But I'm still waiting to load up my back end.
Right.
And, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to shovel it all on. And then I have to wait for the woman behind me is waiting to put her stuff on. And I'm trying to get her to wait. So I'm just giving her the look that says, wait, I've got to put this on long ways. I've got to put my divider. So she's thinking, what are you doing? Like, you've got space to put your thing on sideways. So out of pressure, I just folded.
You buckled it.
Because I would have had to wait an extra 10, 15 seconds to move the conveyor belt on, to then put it long ways, to then piss her off, to then allow more things to swipe through the till at the other end that I'm not bagging up. The woman at the till is looking at me like, come around here and start bagging this stuff up, mate. I just couldn't do it. It didn't work. So I caved and I ran away from it.
Oh, wow. No,
I think you've done the right thing. You can't do that stupidness when all of that's happening.
Well, we've had photos of people. I mean, you know what? I felt so happy, like the length. Length that some of these people got on the conveyor belt with space.
I know that, but
some people. There was food stacked either side of it, but they still kept the length. And then someone even went to Marks and Spencer's and did it, pulled it off in a real bougie place as well.
If someone did that at Marks, you'd probably get banned from the one that I go to around here. They'd be like, you can't do that. You can't do that kind of stuff in Marks.
Well, all I'm saying is it moves on. It takes time. Gandhi didn't create the revolution and kicking out the British Raj in a day. It took time. No. It took marches. It took everyone's effort to divide. And they had to divide and conquer. We will divide and conquer as well, eventually.
Are you comparing your supermarket movement with that of Mahatma Gandhi? Oh my! If we haven't been cancelled already, Kedge, you are saying. Can I just say I'm taking a stand and saying I don't agree with that comparison.
Nothing to do me.
We are going to together, brown loaders, divide and rule. There we go. That's the slogan. Okay, yeah. Right, that's it.
Actually, you know what? Brown loaders should be proud, right? I'm going to move on from the controversial conveyor belts to something that unites us all. Indians, people, are you ready for some good news? If you are brown, if you are of Indian origin, then guess what? You are officially the best looking people in the world.
Ooh. Well, hang on a minute. Where's this poll from?
It's in the Daily Mail is where the article was. And it's the 50 most attractive kind of races they're looking at. 50 most attractive nationalities revealed. And India's number 1, USA was second, and Britain has the most handsome men, but not necessarily women. I'm sorry, I don't know. I find that funny. A lot of women are going,
That's a bit of a cuss.
But they did an analysis of a load of posts online, and they used AI technology to look at attractive features. And it's and basically India's come up top. They're looking at posts that refer to anybody as attractive, sexy, beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, good looking, pretty, and hot. And they analyze these kind of posts all across different countries, and then they look at the numbers, and then they draw up their conclusions. And basically, I'm looking at the images now. You can Google the article by all means. And it just says about Indian features and about what makes Indian features so good looking.
Well, that might be the flaw then, I think.
What do you mean?
Because if you're basing it on, all of these words, like sort of phrases, like what is it, hashtags, maybe hot or
probably,
whatever.
Probably, keywords, trending
There's
words.
some fella in India who's just, I don't know, taken a photo outside a train station and then he's just hashtag hot or hashtag
happening
beautiful or whatever.
Yeah. So
and there's a billion people there, as we know, with probably 2-3 mobile phones each on about 6 Instagram accounts.
Yeah. So you're being very negative about this story. I mean, I think we need to celebrate this. I mean, India is number one.
Yeah, but come on, we know the numbers coming out of India for a lot of things are a bit suspect.
True. Yeah. True.
But having said that, can I just add in? China is ranked number 16th in this list. They've got more people than India.
Yeah, but they don't care about that stuff, innit?
What do you mean they don't care? They don't care about being hot and attractive and fit.
Can I just say, UK was outside the top 10?
Yeah, it was.
Like it was 12.
But as people here.
Sweden was number 3, Japan number 4, Canada number 5, Brazil number 6. Brazilian people are good-looking people, man.
Also, I don't understand how India's neighbors, Pakistan, are 27th. I mean, with the same people.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, but that might be the social media numbers or who's posting what, or maybe it's culturally Pakistanis aren't posting. Oh yeah, they're hot, they're sexy, they're whatever for whatever reason.
That's what I mean. It comes back down to the whole hashtagging and posting a picture of yourself and going, I'm sexy or whatever. I don't know.
It is worrying that these images, because obviously, because it's like these images of these beautiful people have been generated by AI as well, isn't it? And that's sort of connected to this story.
And are they beautiful?
Yeah.
Well, the features are very strong. Like the Indian man has got high cheekbones, sort of. I mean, kind of looks like me if you look at it. Like what about? No. But the female, I would say, looks like Deepika Padukone a little bit. Do you know what I mean? She's got the same features. Yeah. And the actor is probably, I would say, the man is probably Arjun Rampal-esque from back in the day when he was young.
With long hair.
A little bit of wavy, longish hair. A little bit of wavy.
I don't like that guy. I'm sure I've spoken about it. I don't like that guy.
No, I'll be honest. I even think that the Indian AI generated good-looking man and woman they've got are fantastically good-looking. Like the man, he's got an Indian handsomeness, and the girl's got an Indian beauty. Do you know what I mean? It's very distinctly. That it's not like like how a lot of times these Miss Worlds or whatever, they're trying to go for the light-skinned person, or they want to go for the one who actually looks quite Western, because for Indians having that Western look is whatever. But he's got an Indian nose, she's got Indian features, her eyes,
Indian
her
nose.
eyebrows.
I love how Tommy just called it an Indian nose.
What is an Indian? Describe an Indian nose.
Yeah, go on.
I don't know. You said it.
Half the size of Kedge's is an Indian nose.
Kedge's quite big.
Kedge's got the nose for India and Pakistan put together. He's doing both, mate.
I'm there holding it together for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Asian.
I think it stretches over to Nepal, mate.
Nipples?
I'm holding the borders together, mate.
Wow. It's like when Kedge's nipples get cold, he just pulls his nostrils down over him.
What a feature. That could be something that AI could be creating. But it's funny that you talk about all of these AI generated images of different nationalities, because I can tell you now that the most advanced AI image generation app has become so good, because obviously, like you were saying that these look slightly AI generated. There is now this new app which basically can create humans in such a flawless way that because up until now the problem would be the faces was fine, the face and the body. The problem would be the hands and fingers. They now have got them to design them almost perfect as well.
Who's designing them?
Well, just programmers. You get apps now, programmers and everyone. So basically,
is it like that thing that was a fad a few months ago, where everyone had their sort of meme thing made? Remember, not meme, their
pictures. No. This is actual. Like, so what you can do with this technology is you could probably create a whole Instagram account on this fake human being, male or female, and you could, post it everywhere. No one would know. People would actually believe it's real because they look exactly human. Like before, they had problems trying to recreate the hand and fingertips like that. It looks slightly weird and alien.
But what's wrong with just posting a picture of how you are?
Because Satch has said you're not allowed to do that anymore on Instagram.
No,
so therefore...
no, I never said that. You can take a photo of yourself and put it up. I've got no issues with that.
Right. Well, all I'm saying is that this technology is here. And also now that obviously, I know that everyone on the Brown Load is always, sort of waiting for that little sort of AI update from Kedge because, we have seen, the beacon of that as well. And, it's through the Brown Load podcast now that I've now actually ventured and become the official AI spokesman for the Chris Evans Breakfast Show as well.
Oh, here we go. He's giving false information on a national platform.
You should work. You should work for the government with the amount of false information you're churning out. Honestly, and actually, Kedge, can I just say, on that note, because obviously we're hearing so much about how masks and vaccines and all of that and lockdowns were all the worst decisions they went. Even by the way, sorry, I'm not getting heavy about this at all, but it's like the anniversary of the Iraq War, and they realize that all of that, obviously, weapons of mass destruction, misinformation, all the people scaremongering.
Yeah, it's in the news.
That is Kedge. Kedge, because collect something from some random website, and turns it out like it's gospel, and you're the same guy who does these reports about weapons of mass destruction, about the effects of COVID. Remember how much you banged on about masks, and now everyone's cussing masks. Remember how you banged on about the vaccine, and everyone's cussing the vaccine. I'm telling you,
metaverse. You are a
boring guy. You're exactly. Anyway, so what have you got now?
So basically, I was called upon to I am the go-to sort of chat GPT expert, residential expert, and obviously, like the last episode, I was telling you about, we were on the horizons of the new GPT-4 coming into people's hands and what it can do, 100 times powerful. GPT-3 was text-to-text based only, so you could only type questions and it would reply to you. Now it's text-to-text, video, and audio. Now, I just want to tell you guys a couple of things that the people are already doing with this new AI software, because we had a conversation about this in our WhatsApp group, us three, and Sat said, and I remember it, and I want to frame it actually. Sat said, this is just a fad, just like the metaverse and crypto and all of that.
It's a fad. I'm sticking by that.
Okay. So with this new GPT AI interface that people have got, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a few examples of what it can do, how powerful this is. If you take a photo of your fridge, open fridge, right, and all the shelves, it will quickly tell you what you can make as a meal from what it sees in your fridge.
Yeah, but also, you know what can do that? My eyes.
No, it can't always. It can't always. It can't. Sometimes because you open it and you think, I don't know what. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Right? So it can do this. It can also start telling you jokes now as well.
Yeah.
Check this joke out. What did Madonna study? Sorry, I can't. The thing is I can't actually read jokes.
No, you clearly.
Why did Madonna study geometry?
To get into the I don't know.
Because she wanted to learn how to strike a pose in every angle. Boom, boom.
That's terrible. Because I prefer the Madonna joke about Madonna wiping her bum because she likes to get into the groove.
Yeah, what's in common between toilet paper and Madonna?
See, that's a human joke, and I find that funnier.
Yeah.
Also, just a couple of examples. There was a cardiologist from North Carolina University, is Dr. Gehi, the Desi doctor, and you know what he did? He put into he basically saw a patient right earlier, and it had all these, and the patient had all these complications, and it was admitted to hospital. He then asked GPT-4 how they should treat this patient, and it told them exactly how to treat the patient, and they did it.
Wrong. That is wrong. Because that shouldn't be coming from a flipping computer. I want to assume
is collecting information around the world.
I don't want that. I don't want that because it's not accurate. I want a person that's had the experience to go and deal with my situation.
But can you see what's happening here, Satch? Right. So what happens is
can I give you one more? Because I know this one is going to tick on me.
Just on that doctor note, right?
Okay, go on.
Doctors get trained by knowledge and information that's out there in books and on the internet.
Exactly.
So really what this is doing is saying, well, let's not train the doctor. Let's just train the source of the information to tell people the solution. So
you still need doctors to obviously implement it and to check it. Do you see what I mean? Because we have to understand this is not 100% bulletproof yet.
Yeah.
Right. But the fact that it's doing this, but this is the one that's going to tickle Tommy's little pubes, and that is
what? What?
God,
tickle my pubes.
Damn it.
I don't understand.
I want to hear it now.
Why would you use a phrase like that?
I don't know. It just came out. But I don't know what else. I want to say armpit hair, but I thought no, it's a bit silly.
You say it will tickle your interest. Like,
that's what I meant.
Who tickles pubic hair? What kind of weird stuff are you into, you weirdo?
No. That's what I meant. Tickle your
cage.
No, would you refer? Are you telling me you'd refer to something that gains your interest as being, oh, that somewhat tickles my pubes?
It's a little pube tickler, but
this guy is weird.
But you put me off now. Right, here we go.
You put me off.
Okay, so this is the experiment, Tommy. You're going to love it, right? There is this person who's doing this experiment live on Twitter.
I'm getting tickled.
Right.
Is that the experiment?
This experiment, they have given GPT-4 a budget of $100 and told it to make as much money as possible.
Oh, very good.
Right? This person, the human, is just being the human liaison, and it's just going to buy anything it tells it to buy or do, right? In the first day, and this has now been going on for about a week, I think, or just under a week. On the first day, it started off with $100. It had a profit of $163. Is what it ended up with, $163. And it also received $100 investment. It told the person to buy a domain name, and they're also paying for the site hosting, right? Now, this is all basically the computer telling the human what to do. It's created a logo using that website, DAL-E, which is an AI platform that creates images and everything like that. And it's developed the website content. It's doing all of this, and it's working day to day. And it's basically then went on to, after a couple of days, it's then had £500 new investment. The company is now valued at $25,000. And it's considering, the investment that they received and what to do with it and how to spend it. It's not taking any more investors. And this is incredible experiment that's happening on Twitter, and this person is posting every day, and it's making more and more money to the point now where people are actually running their own website. So this will tell you exactly what to create. How mad is this? Just let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah. So it's basically, now you can see it. I can see how this is the start of the beginning of the end, in a way that, they're taking over. They're better at things that humans are good at. They're doing it better than us.
I like it.
I use it in my everyday job now, by the way.
What's that?
I use it in my everyday job.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for you because you don't know what you're on about half the time. So you're better off asking someone else.
Yeah, you're for you, Kedge, Chat GPT is chat Goompad Tati.
Basically, yeah.
Talking out
it's
your
just
Twitter.
Nonsense. Like, why would you? So much. Yeah, it's just annoying.
There's a couple of musicians come out today saying, you know what, I think we're under threat from this AI because it's coming in.
Man, we are. We're already, DJs are under threat. I see every time. Like now, I see DJs. Like even the other day, I saw someone. They just go there, press a button, it just does it all for you, and people are happy to listen to this and.
Yeah, because when you're dully, you don't care, do you, where it's coming out from? You don't care if Satch is flicking some buttons or not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You just want it. You just wanted to play.
Exactly.
So I think like with everything, it will go full circle. Like now, like you say, people are getting back into kind of yoga or mindfulness and meditation with all the tech around us. This will go boom. It will go huge. It will take over many aspects of life, and then there'll be a little bit of a pushback where people go, "No, I want to live life. I want to be involved. I want to DJ. I want to hear a mix go out a little bit."
I think we're gonna get so far away from what living life is, though. I think that's gonna be the problem. Maybe. That we won't know what is actually.
I'm happy to go back in a cave. If anyone wants to come, you can come with me.
Yeah,
right.
No electricity.
No electricity. You're gonna go that basic.
Well, I ain't going the other way.
Wow. So Satch is actually against it all, and he's not ready to embrace this. It's funny. And it's funny you say that, Satch, that you're ready to go in a cave, because actually, if you had known, maybe you would have joined this a scientist who's actually decided to take himself underwater for the next 3 months.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that, mate.
What, you mean just to get away from people?
No, well, it could be. But basically, he wants to see what kind of effect being underwater has on the human body. So he's from the University of South Florida, and this professor has basically started this 100 days challenge underwater. It's the first of its kind, apparently, and he will break a record because I think the previous record was about 60 odd days. And so he just wants to make the sea his habitat. He wants to learn, what we can get out of it. And he's going to test medical technology there and all this kind of stuff. And he's basically, look,
he's going to go wrinkly. What do you mean?
Well, no. He's not like he's living in a what do you call it? It's not like
a chamber, like a
that's it. Yeah. Like a chamber where is that? But he's 30 foot underwater. He's trying to do it for 100 days.
Basically, like SpongeBob SquarePants.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. Is that what
he lives underwater?
Yeah. Oh. Fine.
Yeah, he's basically the Little Mermaid.
Oh, I see. But the thing about this is that he's going to live in isolation as well. So again, it's like, how does it affect your brain?
Do you know what? To be fair, I don't blame him. I think I might do that as well, because if
really,
yeah, I mean, if you're by yourself down there and can breathe and live and stuff, then it's cool. You're away from all this.
Satch will be happy. Satch will be happy.
He has to, because apparently the pressure under there is 1.6 times what you feel on land.
Yeah, that's difficult.
That's going to be, and that, I mean, when you got that pressure as well, and then also like, I mean, I'm thinking going to the toilet, that becomes a bit of an issue. Like, do you have to just, is there a little, window where you have to stick your bum towards or whatever? Where does all of that go? It can't be. I mean, relieving yourself underwater, is it easier? Is it harder? Is it possible? Is it like how it is in space?
Well, hold on a minute. But you keep saying underwater, but then he's in a chamber. So he's in a box or something like that.
Yeah, but it's not going to have a flushing system in it, is it?
It might do.
Well, I don't know.
It might just have one of them flap things, like when you're on the train in India, and it's just a
from
whole.
What I can see, it just looked like a round bubble type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like loaded with like loads of amenities or anything. It just looks like a round bubble.
Well, then he's weird.
Yeah. So I don't understand that. Yeah. So maybe he could just dangle his thing out through a little hole. And
Nah, mate. Fish will eat it.
Yeah. True.
Maybe.
Like a little fish glory hole.
I don't know. Like it must get smelly in there. It's a hard experiment, isn't it? But he's got a point. He says that the reason he's doing it is because basically we haven't lived underwater for that long. So because everything's the yin and the yang, and so therefore he goes, if we've got diseases, then we are gonna have cures, and he's hoping to find cures underwater from his research, and because it's undiscovered, isn't it? We haven't discovered any of the stuff. Half of it we haven't discovered underwater.
Or like, what if you realize that after 30 days or 50 days underwater, our bodies just morph back into the amphibious version of ourselves.
It starts growing a little tail.
Yeah, but we just didn't know, and what the amazing thing about human bodies is that we're massively adaptable. What did I say? I saw some weird thing on TikTok the other day, or not? It was like an Instagram picture. And it was showing pictures of swimmers in the water.
Yeah.
As they dive, obviously they dive in, and just as they're coming out of the water, is just before the surface of the water breaks. So it looks like they're in like a membrane of water, like a film of water.
Oh yeah.
So it's just before it breaks and their head pops through. And they got a super high definition camera, and it looks amazing. It looks like they're in a kind of plastic, see-through, clear film of stuff. And one of the comments that had obviously gone viral underneath it says, what if one day you dive into the water and the water doesn't let you go? You don't break it. Like it holds you. It just keeps you. Like the water's alive. And it made me that's what's opened my mind up to think about this thing now. Like, what if you go in there and you think, actually, you end up opening up to a whole lot of circumstances. Actually, maybe being exposed to this environment, this atmosphere, air, walking around, like they say, sitting in a chair hurts your back after a bit, and, walking around does this, and the impact of gravity and all that. Maybe underwater, for a certain amount of time, some sort of genetic throwback kicks in. I mean, look, you've said it. When you breathe through your nose, it helps you with clarity. This, when you meditate, this happens. When you go to the gym, you get bigger muscles.
Hang on a minute. We've never lived underwater, so that's a bit weird.
Exactly.
Well, we don't know.
No, bruv. Fish live in the water. Humans don't live in the water.
Yeah, but have you not seen those? What is it? Is it a fish or a turtle or something that basically has 2 lenses in its eyes? So it opens its eyes, and then the other lens moves to the side, which is for its underwater lens. Yeah, how do we know that we ain't got that?
We haven't got that, bruv. We haven't got that because we haven't come from the flipping sea.
Yeah.
Well.
I've definitely had a little glaze in my eyes from time to time where you're like, oh, is that another lens? No.
I tell you what, we've gone deep this week on the podcast. Can we bring it back? To the telly? Can we bring it back to the telly that we're watching this week?
Yes.
Who's kicking off? What we watch? Is there anything that the Brown Roaders need to be watching?
Can I recap? Not just quick follow on from last week. We don't really do full proper film reviews here, but just I watched Shazam. Then I went to the pre-screening. It came out last Friday the 17th of March. I went and saw it a few days before that. It's really good. It's wham bam from the beginning. And one of you two went, "Oh, I heard it's not that good. And
Kedge, standard.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, oh man, I've heard it's not that good. But actually, from the get-go, obviously I watched it in IMAX at the Leicester Square Theatre, Leicester Square View IMAX, and it's just like it's funny. It's a bit Deadpool in its humor, not as funny as Deadpool. I'll give it that. Deadpool is hilarious, but it's got wicked effects. It's just got loads of action. It's perfect for the kids. They loved it.
Yeah, I think it's as Akshay Kumar would say when you're watching his films, just leave your brains at home, yaar.
No, it's not even that. I don't know why you're saying that. You haven't seen it. Have you seen Shazam 1?
No, I've just got the app on my phone.
What are you talking about then? Tell me what it's like eating a beef burger, Kedge. Go on, pass the comment on that.
Disgusting.
How would you know? You don't know. So bus hold you. Let me tell you something. Beef burgers are fantastic. So is Shazam.
Lovely.
I mean, it's not for me personally. It's not a film that I think even if it was on telly, I'd sit there and watch because it doesn't appeal. Right.
It's not. It's one for your teenage massive or even
the Milo age. You took your kids. That's different. You're in a different boat.
Yeah. But honestly, I just love the cinema. I think in general, I think anything on a big screen which has got loads of action, loads of effects.
Oh yeah, I love the cinema.
And IMAXs are so good as an experience. Like you said, didn't you go and see Creed 3? That was at IMAX.
Yes,
as well.
It was. That was awesome. But do you know what? To be fair, just on that point, then I think I'm going to say that I'm actually quite sad that Luther, the film, just came out on Netflix and it wasn't in the cinema.
No, I think it did. It was released simultaneously, Sach.
I think look, if it's on Netflix, you're just going to watch it at home. No one's going to go cinema.
Well, no, but if you really love it that much and you don't want to get upset about it, Sach, you should have gone and paid £78 to go and see it.
I'm sorry, but if it's at home on your telly on Netflix or you're going to go into cinema, you're going to watch it on Netflix because it's on Netflix. Do you see what I mean?
Even if you sit really close to the TV, it's not the same.
It's not the same. But I've got to say, the film was really good. I really liked it. I watched the series and I've got to say, all right, Idris Elba's sick in it. As we know, he's a great actor. I think he'd done the biggest par of James Bond in it. So if you want to watch that for that little bit where he kind of cusses James Bond and all the rumours are put to bed that he's never going to be in one, I think.
Yeah.
But I think the baddie in it, Andy Serkis.
He's legend of an actor.
He's the star of that film, honestly.
Wow.
Big film.
Fine. I need to check it out. And actually, my dad also gave it the thumbs up as well. And he's a tough man to please when it comes to film.
And I think really that film, I looked at it and I was just like, that could happen in real life. Honestly, the story's a bit wild, but the way that we're going with this whole, it actually links to people having pictures online and chat GPT and this kind of stuff. So it's all technological.
Yes.
And I can see that happening in real life.
Yeah. But can we agree this may have also, in my eyes, saved Netflix films somewhat because they are always pretty crap.
Yeah, they are.
Netflix only films. They have the best cast. Oh, they pay the people the big bucks. But actually,
Netflix films are a bit.
But I think this is a bit different because this was a BBC series, so it's like it's kind of moving on from
the basing is there.
Yeah, they're not really starting anything from
creating
scratch.
fresh. Yes.
So that's the only thing
that's very interesting there that BBC Films then put their films straight up on Netflix because they know that's the platform.
Not their money. Yeah, exactly. They're going to make money. Man. Netflix going to give them some dough for that. And the other thing that I saw, and I know Tommy, I think you've seen this as well, is the Chris Rock special.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's called. What was it called? What was
Outrage.
It called? That's it. Selective Outrage. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Is it called selective? Because I know he refers to selective outrage. I think it might just be called outrage. But
okay.
It might be selective outrage or outrage. But he refers to that. What did you make of it? Go on, because obviously, just to put it in a picture, this is Chris Rock's first big special since the Will Smith punch, which happened a year ago. Slap, yeah. How can she slap?
It's called Selective Outrage, by the way. Just Googled it.
Yeah, Selective Outrage. Yeah. Okay, I went and saw him live. So I've
seen
some of this stuff.
Yes.
Not all of it, because obviously he was picking the bits that he was going to put on the special.
Same. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, I've seen a lot of this because he did the show at the O2 with Dave Chappelle. Yeah. And that's when I was like, so a lot of the bits were from that. But I think he actually went in, like, and I'm not a big Chris Rock fan in the sense of like, I find him a bit annoying sometimes because he overhams stuff, but I think this was a really good little set he did.
Yeah, it was a good set. I did enjoy the how he dealt with Will Smith.
Yes,
I thought he did that really well.
Well, and what was interesting was he did it right at the end. He did it right at the end of his the piece. So he goes through it, and actually he talks about being divorced and being single again. And actually, he's pretty, like, some of the things he was saying, I was like, oh, that's pretty kind of chauvinistic. That's pretty like, women are like this. You just want a handbag. You're getting this in return for a handbag. He's being quite crude about it. I thought, oh, wow, he's just saying that. Oh, wow. And because we're so used to now being so careful with what you can and can't say in public, he's just saying it. And then he calls Will Smith, can I say it? Well, he calls him a word that rhymes with itch. Right. And he goes, and he says it several times. He goes, and then he talks about all the different outlets that called him an itch, and he's saying it and saying it and saying it. And I'm like, oh, there is no chance. If you think about Idris Elba not being James Bond, there is no chance that Will Smith and Chris Rock are going to be friends.
Definitely.
Because he just calls him out. He does say, look, I respect Will for all he's achieved, but cuss. So yeah, it's a good special.
And his missus got it as well.
Yeah, man, he calls them all out. But yeah, so yeah, right. Two good things on Netflix. I haven't seen the Luther one yet. I'll make sure I watch that now on your recommendation. Anything you've watched, Kedge, or do you want to hit us with things you've learned?
Mine was just a bit of an old school one because I'm just catching up because I'm so excited to see John Wick 4 when it comes out very soon. So I saw John Wick 2 because I completely missed all of that. So I'm just sort of going back and catching up with that.
John Wick 2?
Yeah.
Was that in black and white?
It was a while ago, but I love it. I just love Keanu Reeves, and that's why I knew I would love it. And I saw John Wick 1 about a month ago. Now I'm on 2. Can't wait to see 3, and it's just building up steadily for the release of 4. And I can't wait because he's just a brilliant hitman, assassin.
I think there's been a different John Wick for every Chat GPT. That's what it is. They just kind of mirrored.
That's what it is.
Another one out in a month's time. There you go. So
maybe.
I didn't get into the John Wick thing, but I know those who did are like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm getting into it.
Yeah,
I am absolutely getting into it. So that is what I'm doing. Nothing new.
I mean, if he's getting into it, I don't want to get into it because I know what he likes getting into. So that's not my thing.
But that's a good thing. See, that's why it depends where you get your reviews from. And by the way, sorry, on that note, I met a few people at events. I did 2 stand-up shows last Thursday and Friday before I came out and saw you on Saturday. And people come up to me now all the time and go, we love the brown note. And it's weird for me because we used to get that a lot on the radio. Your radio show. But now it's just, and some people come up, they go, oh, I didn't even know you did a radio show. So it's like, that's gone. Yeah, I'm like,
that's been wiped out.
Yeah, it's been, which I love as well. It's, life works in chapters and it moves on and whatever. And I tell you, your club night, Satch, I say your club night, I saw Harp Score, who took over breakfast after us, and she's now not on breakfast anymore. Yeah. So we had a good chat about how wonderful our times were at the BBC. It was wonderful to share.
It was actually good to see you there as well. Bigger up, man. Yeah. Wicked.
But it was what I'm saying is, we've got a lot of love, and I want to big up Ramesh, I think his name was Ram. I was calling him, who was at Top Secret Comedy Club, who was going. He was talking about the things. He was talking about lots of things on the podcast. How we listened to the podcast. We cussed Kedge out as well. He talked about many things as well. So so big up Ram and big up all the people I've met over the weekend.
Big up Ram.
Who love the brown node. Right, things we've learnt though. Right, can I kick off with mine, because
go for it.
Mine's a kind of scientific-y one, which is mad because I don't know how I started Googling this again, but you just sit there on the tube sometimes and you just think, I wonder why that is. And I'll tell you what I thought. Why is it that dreams surprise you even though they're thoughts in your head? Like, I can't surprise myself. I can't go, oh, then a scary man comes along. Ah, I'm scared. Like, I thought it. But why is it that you wake up from dreams, like, not
jumped.
Scared.
You're jumping.
Or basically surprised by content that you've made. Do you see what I mean?
Wow.
That is quite deep. Maybe because it's bad content.
Right. It took me 3 or 4 Google searches. I couldn't work out what question I was asking, but basically I was trying to work like.
You need to get onto the Bing Chat GPT-4. That would have answered it straight away.
So, I've got the answer now, right? But it's almost like if they say you can't tickle yourself, like you can't.
You can't use tickling for the rest of this episode. It's over.
Sorry,
no more tickling this week.
You can tickle your pubes, but you can't. You can't make yourself laugh. I was like, why did I suddenly make you laugh? I realized, So you can't. So you can't surprise. How do you do it? And here's what I learned. This is a thing I've learned: is you've got 2 parts of your brain. One part of your brain comes up with the stories for your dreams, and the other part of your brain reacts to it. So your brain splits. One part of it becomes the audience, one part of it becomes the creator. Oh. That's bonkers. While you're sleeping, that's what goes on. So that's why you wake up and you go, what was that? Oh, lucky it was a dream, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I just think, so when you say about underwater living or whatever else, there's so much that we don't know about us.
Our brain.
Yeah. And I just thought that was incredible, that almost like we can entertain ourselves in our dreamland because one part of our brain will just sit down and go on then, give me the tamasha, other side of the brain, get creative. And it can be whatever movie you want. So there you go.
Wow.
You've got a split brain.
I thought that was a good one. Don't make it too good of a movie because Netflix might buy it, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, just one
that is true. Right, my one, I'm going to go next, is...
Go for it.
Guess what is celebrating 40 years this year?
Bollywood or Hollywood?
No. This is neither. This is a television show, a children's animated TV show.
Oh,
I think now?
No, but it's back.
Oh,
I think this might be before Satch's time, and he might not be that aware of it.
Well, obviously, I'm nowhere near 40, mate.
Yeah. It is 40-year anniversary. It originally ran between 1982 and 1986. God, that makes you sound old, doesn't it?
-5.
Wow. Yeah. It's been remastered. It's been brought back on YouTube. It's the brand new series of Super Ted.
Oh, you know what? I was going to say Super Ted, but I didn't realize it was that old. And Super Ted ran from Super Ted.
I forgot the theme tune, but now that you're singing it.
Yeah.
So it's coming back.
Was that the teddy bear with the cape on?
Yeah, the red. Yeah. He had like a red suit on with like a yellowy kind of logo flash thing in the middle, yellow belt, and he had a cape, and he was quite an orange teddy bear. And
he was born with a defect, and then in the intro credits, they dump him in that place with all the other.
Oh my God! Yeah, Tommy, I forgot about that. Those intro credits.
A spotty man, remember? Until a spotty man came down from outer space and gave him special powers. He became Super Ted.
And then he had that friend in it, the yellow with the green spots or something.
Yeah, Spotty.
Spotty. And who was there a baddie?
Who was Spotty friend? Yeah,
was there a baddie?
Yeah, there must have been someone, but there was a few. But now all of a sudden, this is terrible. I'm getting mixed up with Raggy Dolls.
Oh, Raggy Dolls as well. Yeah, Raggy Dolls. Raggy Dolls. Dolls like you and me.
This sounds so basic.
What do you mean it sounds basic?
I mean, it sounds like the Chelsea chant where they just shout their name.
Can you imagine if you just had to sing these chants like forward? Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls, Dolls like you and me.
We should just modernize it like raggadolls, raggadol like you, and we can do Bangra dolls, just whatever. Just keep it moving. Just lots of
love it. So there we go. I just thought I'd love to bring a bit of nostalgia to it because I know that we have a lot of people, our age as well. 40 years of Super Ted. If you didn't watch Super Ted, then I mean, you missed out on it.
Banana Man's coming. Banana Man.
Yes,
the banana will be coming.
He will be. Eric.
Banana Man. Eric is Banana Man. Satch, what have you learned?
Bob, the only thing I know is bananas in pajamas. Remember them?
No.
What's banana?
Bruh, if you saw a banana in a pajama, you don't touch it. You don't look at it.
No, there was two of them.
Weird.
There was two of them.
Oh my god.
One was called. Wait, hang on. One was called B1, and guess what the other one was called?
B2.
B2.
My god. And Satch is cussing us for watching Banana.
No, but I didn't watch it. I just remember that this was on telly. Bananas in pajamas. I don't know what Banana Man is. I know nothing about it. That sounds even more weird than Bananas in pajamas.
Yeah, I'd imagine Bananas in pajamas is a game that Kedji would have played in his dormitory with his boy from school.
Is it a banana? Is it not a banana? The thing I learned is, and it kind of relates to us. What is the most productive day of the week?
I'll say Tuesday.
Productive.
Oh, Kedge, straight in. Tuesday.
What did you say?
Tuesday. Tuesday is the most productive day, and it's the most day that you're sort of focused. And there's basically 4 reasons why it's the most productive day. Number one is because it's the second day of like the working week. You're over those Monday blues. So you're kind of in the groove of getting stuff done. So there's that. There's the midweek momentum. So you've kind of done all the rubbish jobs on the Monday. Then you're fully focused on what you need to do. There's fewer distractions on the Tuesday because you've dealt with everything before, and your energy levels are a bit more sort of normal because you're in the swing of the week.
Oh, I like this.
I like this because it's the most boring day. It's the most non-anything day.
No, Monday, I don't think it is. I like a Tuesday.
Let me tell you why. So Monday, like you said, start of the week, and you're probably still dealing with things from Friday. Or you're picking up stuff, or you're trying to get the momentum going, trying to get the cogs turning on your bike of life, right? So that's the Monday thing. So you're getting going. So I get how Tuesday then you can then be effective because you're officially rolling, but you're not. It's not Monday is not a party day, so you're not going to be like tired or hungover or anything like that on a Tuesday. So the weekend affects you a bit more rested. So that's Tuesday. But then Wednesday, it starts to get a little bit lively again. Wednesday you could go out. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Wednesday, you could start thinking about the weekend. You could start planning what you can do on a Friday. On a Wednesday.
What would you say is your worst day then, if you had to pick?
I don't. Yeah, I'm consistently consistent.
No, you're not. You're not. But don't turn it into a self-congratulatory thing, right?
No, there's got to be a day of the week that you think, I'm not a fan of that day.
You know what? It probably is Tuesday. Probably is Tuesday.
Because I don't think we usually do the podcast on a Tuesday.
Exactly.
It's quite nice, yeah.
So, but
we're at the back end of it, and that's when it's like that's like like the end of the runway. We're lifting off by then.
Yeah, I like Thursday, Friday, Saturdays because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and some Sundays as well.
Yeah,
so I enjoy that work.
For me, I think it's Wednesday. It's like Wednesday's a pointless day. Just get rid of it because Thursday the weekend starts. Yeah, it's just a bit like.
Also, if we got rid of Wednesday, then everyone will be getting the brown load much quicker in the week, which I'm sure that would be appreciated.
Until next week, boys. Laters.
Laters.